former Minister for Aviation, Femi Fani-Kayode, has called for the removal of Major General Muhammadu Buhari, the President of Nigeria, through the same protest that led to the scrapping of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS. He has asked them to come out again and protest to remove Buhari. The former minister, who is also a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, noted that the Ndsars protest represented a watershed in the history of demonstrations in Nigeria. In fact, it seems the nation has never seen a protest as huge, the magnitude and the strength of this protest and the result it gave. They have never seen any of this before. He pointed out that this was the first time in the last 60 years of Nigeria that Nigerians recognize the fact that they can effect change and bring government to its knees by taking to the streets in peaceful protest. In fact, the manner to which this protest went so wild. I mean, come on, look at the protest in diaspora. Everyone is protesting the same thing. In Nigeria became a topic. CNN was on about the protest. And I think the government of today looked at everything and they felt that, well, since the international organization is kind of looking at this and everyone is looking at this, and moreover, if we act in a manner that is our kind of practice, terrorizing the people, shooting at people and doing a lot of terrible things, they might not allow us to go abroad for our medical treatment. And, they like themselves a lot. And some of their properties abroad, they might not end up, losing it, or something might just happen. So they felt like, well, you know what, let us respond to this and act like we're also democratic. And with this, they started with the scrapping or the disbandment of the SARS, the Special Anti-Robbery Squad. They disbanded it and they said they are going to kind of put them in certain units in the police. They are going to get in there and do whatever it is they do. And people felt like, no, that's not the end of this. Let us talk about police brutality, because SARS is police. It's the same thing. DSS is just a special branch of police. So what is this that we are talking about? Are we just going to put this to an end like that? They said, no, we have to increase on this. We have to make more demands on this. And what is this demands? End of police brutality, reformation of the police force, accountability, transparency, and a host of other things have been asked by the citizens. And I hope that the Inspector General of Police and the President listens to the voice of the people, as it is no longer a joke. It's no longer a joke. So Femi Fani-Kayode commended the courage of Nigerians who took it upon themselves to ensure that the government disbanded SARS by protesting, but urged them not to just call for the ending of SARS, but also for the resignation of Buhari. People who are loyalists of PDP and who did not have opportunity in this government, they don't like Buhari at all. In fact, every now and then, they've always asked for him to resign, not because Buhari is he's not performing in any manner. I don't know if you have certain things that you can actually attribute to Buhari, say, oh, this man thought of this and he brought it in, or is it his handlers, his advisors that actually come up with ideas and he goes on with it? Well, as it stands, good luck Ebele Jonathan. We don't know if he's coming back again, as there are calls here and there for the return of good luck Ebele Jonathan. And the people who benefited under good luck Ebele Jonathan, and they are not benefiting now, they are screaming. And one of them is Femi Fani-Kayode, and of course Reno Mokri too. They are calling for the resignation of Buhari, as if that is ever going to be possible with the way things are. Is that ever going to be possible? I don't think that will be possible. I don't think they will bow to resignation, although the voice of the people, I'm not going to limit that. Anything can happen. It depends on how strong the voices are and how focused the people are. If it is the resignation of Buhari, they are going to go all the way to make sure that does not happen. We know all of that. So, but as regards many other things, I think Nigerians can do a lot. And even till now, I think they can do a lot. And that's what's going to change the face of the kind of democracy we have. The people are the ones to determine how the temperature, whatever it is that is given to them. If you sit down and keep quiet, you'll be served just anything. But if you speak, they will realize that you cannot just be giving dog food. You cannot just be giving, spoiled food. And the people can actually do with this temperature, with this tempo. People can come out more and begin to demand for more. Demand for more, not just about SARS. Demand for more. So given his reasons, the former minister said Buhari, as a Nigerian president, has no value for human life, and that the innocent Nigerians have been brutally murdered under his watch than any other time in the history of the country outside of the civil war. For Fani Kayode, Buhari has lost his legitimacy and has no right to remain in power. And this Ndsars and end police brutality is just the beginning. End Buhari rule and the resignation of Buhari and his entire government must be the final destination, he tweeted. Many have been killed during these Ndsars demonstrations, and they, after being killed, their blood must not be allowed to have been shed in vain. Every drop of their blood must count for something and must act as a catalyst to a total change and overhaul of the entire system and a new beginning. It must lead to the end of Buhari's sheer wickedness and impunity, and it must usher in a new Nigeria where mass murder, ethnic cleansing, genocide, police brutality, tribal and religious divisions, corruption, nepotism, and impunity are things of the past. Take it or leave it, this may well be the beginning of our own Arab Spring. And if it does not happen now, it will surely happen later, because the seeds of change and a peaceful and spiritual revolution have been planted already in the minds of the people. Now, the nationwide protest against police brutality, the Inspector General of Police, IGP Muhammad Adamu, on Sunday ordered all officers and men of the now defunct Special Anti-Robbery Squad to be deployed. They will be integrated into, some other units. I don't know what the units will be called or what their jobs will be. Are they going to go into the barracks and just stay in there, or they are just using this as a kind of way to just soften and dampen the whole thing? Like, okay, you know what? We let's allow everything to go down. Then little by little, we will begin to create a different unit, a special unit again that will do the same. They talked about using technology and avoiding face-to-face clash or contact with the people in the society, but they are going to create some technology-driven system, and they are going to apply this. Well, I don't know how far that will be. We'll see what all of this will turn out to be. But as it stands, are you happy that the voice of the people could effect a change? And what do you think about the call for the resignation of Buhari? Do you think Fani Kayode is actually speaking because he's patriotic, or is he speaking because he has lost, contact with where they suck money from or get things from, from the national cake? Is that the reason? Do you think he has the heart of the people? Does he have is he empathy? What is really going on? Or is he a concerned person who's just saying whatever it is that he wants to say?